Story and the presidential election, there has been months of speculation over Florida's political identity and whether or not Florida is still a battleground state or now reliably red. After your voice was heard, President Donald Trump won the state by more than 1.5 million votes. That win driven in part by Latinos across the state, with many of Florida's stronghold Hispanic counties going from blue to red. Tonight, ABC Action News anchor Nadine Yanez listening to the voice of Latino voters.
We are here at La Teresita supermarket in West Tampa speaking to voters today. And I have to admit, as a Puerto Rican raised in Central Florida, I always hated hearing the Latino vote as a monolith vote. Many of us vote differently. Puerto Ricans from Cubans, Venezuelans from Dominicans. At least that was until it looked like last night's election. So we are speaking to voters here at the supermarket to see why so many Latinos in Florida decisively went for Trump.
Among the scoops of rice and beans and piles of avocados on sale, there were a lot of smiles and even some tears at La Teresita supermarket in Tampa after Election Day.
I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy. Everybody's happy.
We're excited, happy, ready for some changes.
And there were some changes in how Florida Latinos voted this time around. Many Hispanic counties flipping for Trump. Hillsborough County, with 30% of Latinos, went for Trump. Polk County, a migrant community, also with 30% of Latinos, went for Trump. In South Florida, Miami-Dade, nearly 70% of Latinos, many Cubans. Huge win for Trump there. It's the first time in a presidential election since 1988. And in Central Florida, a flip. Osceola County, 56% Hispanic, many Puerto Ricans, called it for Trump. It's worth noting other strong Latino counties like Orange and Broward went blue, big for Harris. In this FIU study done before the election, it showed Florida Hispanic voters prioritized issues over party lines, and inflation was the top concern. We saw that directly with Madeline Nunez.
Estoy de acuerdo y voté por Trump.
In Spanish, she told me she's a Democrat who voted for Trump.
Era demócrata.
I was a Democrat and I voted for Trump because the change is different. They were not looking at the economy like the other party was. And we heard it over and over again.
Like everybody else, the economy.
From Puerto Ricans.
You go to the store and you can hardly buy anything. I have to go to the food bank to supplement myself, you know? It's hard.
To Cubans.
Financially, people just need help and we're in trouble. And
even though Trump in the past may have made disparaging comments against Latinos, against Hispanics, and his allies as well, a lot of people basically decided, okay, I'm going to go in and vote, I'm going to hold my nose, and I'm going to vote for the person I think is going to best impact my wallet.
Steve Malavey is the president of the Tampa Bay chapter of the National Association of Hispanic Journalists.
The Democrats presumed that they had the votes of the historic votes of Puerto Ricans, but the reality is we're not, our votes, you can't take us for granted.
In Tampa, ABC Action News anchor Nadine Yanez.